Hello everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Dark Cloud. Normally I start inside the game, but when I went to start up this time I realized just how long we have on this current playthrough file. And at least 20 of those hours are just me leaving the game on. But still, 70 hours is a lot more hours than you should have at this point in the game. It's just like maybe 35, 40 hours in at most on a casual playthrough. Oh boy. But last time we made our way to the peak of the mountain pretty much. And we got quite a bit of stuff done for the Gundor workshop. We still got a long way to go. Destroying the fire squall is obviously a big one. But we managed to do everything that we wanted to do. I'm going to go ahead and make a few NPC switch-ups real quick. And then we will go ahead and get started. I'm going to go ahead and trade out Melaine for Cedric. Actually, no. Max's main weapons are doing alright. It's his guns we need to work on. So we're going to go ahead and go get Max's dad, who I believe is still on the train. Right? Yeah, that house is still vacant. So, yeah, he's still on the train. But the stuff I've been foreshadowing for oh so long is going to be happening in this episode. So, look forward to that. Oh, time shift. What guns do you have available currently? The better question is, what guns do I have available? Alright, past the weapons, didn't I? We got 2 classic guns and then the one Max is using. Okay, that's fine. Also, why are you selling the Spheda Club? The Spheda Club is not a gun. I'll go ahead and add Jared to the party. Yeah. Now, I've been kinda semi-spoiling what's going to happen. Doesn't take a rocket scientist to figure out why I've been making the decisions I've been making. And for those of you who played this game before, you know what's coming. But I still don't want to say exactly what it is, because we're about to immediately go into that cutscene. So, fishing contest is going on. As we move to the peak of Mount Gundor.
That's it! So that's what's causing our fiery rain problem. Let's hurry up and destroy it. All right.
Oh, definitely want to take off your Spheda Club. But here is the fire squall. This is a missable scoop, so make sure you grab it while you're here. And if you think the georama for Hemrod is pretty big, you can literally walk around this entire mountainside. There's nothing for you to collect, but you could literally walk around the entire mountain. And it's a bit bigger than the actual Hemrada feature thing. But anyway, we got a lot of stuff coming up, so I'm going to go ahead and let everything play out.
Right. It's set. Get clear.
It worked!
That should stop the fire rain problem. Look who decided to show up! Gaspard!
So, you wiped out the fire squall. You repugnant little devils. Now it's time for you to die! He's attacking!
It's no use. My magic won't reach at this distance. Max, use your ride pod. I'll wait for my chance and try to get on the ship.
Okay, let's do it!
Alright, welcome back. Welcome to the fight against the battleship. This is your last opportunity to get the other missile scoop, which is the flying battleship. We, of course, got it in Chapter 3, so we don't need to worry about that. And Max cannot die here. If Max dies, you cannot complete this mission, because you cannot use the ride pod. And again, Monica's magic cannot reach. So neither the ride pod nor Max can die here. Basically just strafe back and forth, and this fight's not too much of a problem. I only really got hit because I was trying to turn my camera back on. I don't know why I didn't leave it on like I do for other cutscenes. Right there, I got caught on the rock. The Ripod dying is not that bad a thing, as long as you have the Ripod fuel to repair him. But if you do not let the Ripod die. Because you can still damage the battleship technically with Max's guns, but they don't do nearly as much damage. So as you can see, the Nova Cannon is definitely the strongest weapon you can get for the Ripod at this point of the game. And even it's taken a lot of hits to take down this battleship. So if you gotta try doing it with a gun that doesn't gonna do nearly as much damage, it's gonna take a while. This is definitely a section meant for the Ripod.
Damn you, you little brats. Just how did you?
Gaspard,
It's not the sword for this cutscene.
this time.
There's plenty more where that came from, girl. What? We're falling. They're falling. Monica!
That is why I used Monica through almost the entirety of the first half of this dungeon. From this point onward, Monica is not available for the rest of Chapter 5 until you catch up with the flying battleship, which, as you can guess, is at the end of the dungeon. So Monica misses out on half this dungeon. So I was so intent on using her in the first half, even though Max needed more training, because Max is going to be the only one getting experience for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 dungeon floors. And these dungeon floors hold more experience in them than most of the rest of the dungeon floors do. That's pretty much why I use Monica for the last 5 floors. That's because now Max is going to have that many floors by himself over here. But with that, we're going to go ahead and move on to Walking the Path of Flames. We technically have a new enemy here, the Lava Bat. I was not holding a direction on the stick there, game. It's going to be a fairly long grind. Because I do intend on using nothing but the gun until we get a few levels on it and potentially even upgrade it again. With that being said, it's going to be fairly boring to watch. So I'm going to go ahead and speed up the content and put fitting music over the atmosphere right here. Oh, also, technically another new enemy right there, which I believe is the last one for this floor, but if not, we'll definitely change that. That is the rock or the lava golem. It works the exact same as the rock golems in Chapter 3 did. But with that being said, I shall see you guys in a minute. So we do have another new enemy. The Chimera works exactly the same way as the Griffin did in Chapter 2. We also have an Alexander here. Technically not a new enemy, as it is a continuation of a enemy that was in Chapter 3, the masked enemies. I think they had a fan and like a little dagger thingy. So technically not a new enemy, but a vastly different palette than the enemy it's based off of, so technically it counts.
Takes care of you guys.
Yeah, looks like an easy Swedish shot. I guess we can take that one. Another thing I'd like to point out. There's a reason I haven't repaired my weapon yet. And if you remember right, we had these equipped on Monica. Any items you have on Monica when that cutscene happens immediately gets moved back to your inventory. If you do not have room in your inventory, they are automatically trashed. No pop-up, no sync, anything. As you can see, we were almost out of room. That's why I was so adamant about clearing out the inventory when we had the chance before. Now I'm going to do something interesting that I've had the idea for, and I've been debating on this dungeon floor whether or not I should do it, and I think I'm going to. We'll get into it after we do this fetus shot, because it's probably the last thing I'm going to say for the episode. Oh, one shot? Watch me mess it up. Or at the very least, the last thing I say before the outro anyway. Come on, Aquamarine. It's the last thing I need, I believe. I still haven't looked. We're going to do a little segment. Ooh, that's actually better than Aquamarine. We're going to do a little segment that I'm going to like to call Max Fights Alone. And that segment is going to begin right now. I hope you enjoy it.